What's going on, everyone? My name is Sherwin, and in this video we are in the Model X studios, and quite possibly the last time we will be in this particular Model X studios, because we will be surrendering this vehicle soon. And in this video I wanted to do a 1-year review. Basically, we picked it up in Upland, California. We waited 1 year and 11 days. We placed an order back in September 2011. Delivery day was September 25th, 2022. In the meantime, we purchased a Model Y long range 7-seater while we waited for this car. We knew we were waiting for a long time, so we decided to just get one, and then we sold it once we took delivery of this Model X. Now, accessories and mods, there isn't much. The floor mats we got from Amazon. I think it's a brand called Tough Pro, and I think we got it for about $250. The price fluctuates. The Tesla one is the one we wanted, but it's always out of stock, so we just ended up getting the Tough Pro from Amazon. The screen protector is a brand called T-Wraps, and I think we got it for $35. I'm not really sure because Abby was the one that bought all these, so I just went to the links that she sent me, and those are the prices that they were at the moment. We wrapped the car with TinyBot metallic. Aurora Borealis is the color. It's around $3,800 for that. Our tint, we have 3M crystalline, 40% in the front and 50% in the rear. We paid roughly $550 to $600. Again, Abby was the one that's paying for all this, so she doesn't remember. But I think those are the estimated prices, and I apologize for that, but I'm just giving you a rough estimate. As far as maintenance is concerned, no maintenance whatsoever. We are still on our original set of tires, and there is a small crack in the windshield that happened while driving. We got it repaired at our tint shop. He charged me $75 for the repair. I think it's 75 bucks. Now, service appointments and issues, this is a big one. I have many videos going over all of the issues that we've had, but basically the Falcon door wasn't closing all the way. We have suspension issues. Our steering rack was replaced. Interior finish was just, it wasn't finished. Second row seats, passenger side broken, didn't work, etc. So on and so forth. The usual paint defects, the usual panel gaps. But yeah, so I do have a playlist, so if you want to check them out. I think I counted about 21 days that we were out of the car, around that neighborhood, from many days at the service center, and this also includes 1 day with mobile service. They actually came out, which I also have a video on that. Because of all those issues, Tesla has decided to buy back our vehicle. We're gonna be surrendering it soon. That's why I needed to do this video before we send it back. Now, here are the likes. So keep in mind, I'm coming from two minivans. We've had Honda Odyssey and my favorite, Toyota Sienna. That's my favorite out of the two. And so the Model X is a whole nother level of vehicle, but because we came from a minivan, the seats that we got is a 6-seater. Originally we wanted the 7, but I just don't like how we have to go to the third row. Like, I just don't like how that works. So Abby and I pretty much talked about it and was like, you know what, we got to get the 6-seater so that we got captain chairs in the second row and that aisle to get to the third row. That's just a big must. It's a plus. The ventilated seats is awesome, although our previous Honda Odyssey is the Elite trim, so we had ventilated seats there as well. Adjustable suspension, I really like that. The ride is very comfortable. So the yoke steering wheel is another thing I actually like, but only on road trips. City driving, the yoke is really, I'm not really sure about that. So I prefer the yoke steering wheel on road trips. The dual screen I really like because there's a screen right in front of the steering wheel or the yoke steering wheel, and then there's a big screen right here in the center console. So that's really cool. I like that combination. The screen behind the steering wheel is similar to like your traditional cars, so I'm used to that when driving the Model X. Unfortunately, I don't have it, but I guess I gotta live with it. But that's what I like about the X. The cream interior, Abby chose to get the cream interior because her previous Model Y was black and all my Teslas have been white. I wanted the white, but this is her car, so she went with the cream interior. Now the long range, which we have, has the walnut accents, but the plaid that we ordered to replace this car, I guess the trim is all carbon fiber. So regardless of what the seat colors are, the accents are carbon fiber. Now there is a mode above, I believe it's sport mode, which that's what we have the setting on, but there is a mode called insane mode, and that is exactly what it is. It is really insane. It's very fast. I could only imagine what Plaid will do, but we rarely use that setting, but there is an insane mode for the long range. Now for the dislikes, it's obvious the quality control on the Model X is hilarious to say the least. It's very disappointing. I have a long list of issues and defects. That's why they're buying it back. We did know what we were getting into. We've been following the discussion boards and forums, but yet we still ordered it. We wanted to roll the dice. Who knows? But actually, this car is great when there are no problems. We really love the car. I mean, that's why we ordered another one. But it's just when there is issues, there really is issues. So another dislike is, I'm gonna say the technology, but technology in the back. So they have what they call rear entertainment system, where there's an LCD in the back so that passengers can control the climate. They can also watch and listen to music. But that's where the problem starts. The audio, it's like if they want to watch movies or listen to music, it plays throughout the car. So they're having fun there. I'm not, because I don't want to hear any of that stuff. Our minivans had not only wireless Bluetooth headphones, but they had 3.5 millimeter jacks. So you have the option to do wireless and you have the option to do wired. So I don't know why Tesla did not incorporate that. It looks like Project Highland, the refresh Model 3, has incorporated wireless headphones. So more than likely that's gonna trickle up to the Model S and X, not trickle down, because this particular Model X and I think the 2023s so far don't have that feature. And finally, a dislike is the charging port placement in the back. So there are two charging ports below the LCD screen and then two in the third row, like near your legs. And I think that's a really bad place for it because it's near your legs. So as passengers go in and out between the seats, they can break the cable. It actually happened to, was it my Model 3 or the Model Y? I think it's the Model Y because it's the USB-C. One of my kids was going in and out of the car and one of their legs hit the charging cable. And fortunately, the tip, I mean, it broke, but it didn't break halfway, so it didn't get stuck inside the port. So that's a good thing. But in our minivans previously, the charging ports were along the pillars on the side, so they're out of the way. Also in the Rivian, their charging ports are actually behind the headrest, so they're pretty convenient. So I think you could even hang tablets there and you could charge your tablets. So if you're gonna get the X and they still haven't fixed the whole audio thing, it's probably a good idea for your passengers to either bring their own phones and watch their stuff there with headphones, or bring tablets. So I have this other, I have likes, dislikes, and I have other. Just wanted to mention that I did get a chance to drive a 2017 75D Model X for 24 hours as a loaner while this car was in service. I'm planning to do a video, but the reason why I wanted to bring this up in this video is that overall it felt like a sturdier machine. It felt like a sturdier car. It felt like it was built better, a 2017 compared to this refresh. Maybe it's just my imagination, but it just seemed like that version of the Model X is just held up better. Considering it's 2017 and they're using it as a loaner, it just really felt sturdier. I don't know how else to explain it. Maybe again, it's just my imagination. What do y'all think? If you've had multiple generation Model X's, do let me know if you can compare between build quality of just how it feels, how it sounds between previous generation and the refresh Model X. Overall, this car is really a great car as long as you don't have issues, or as long as Tesla can fix the issue, because they are having a hard time fixing the issues of this car. The closest competitor I would say is the Rivian R1S in terms of size. Again, that car, I did a video on it, so if you haven't checked it out, check it out. It only comes in a 7-seater, and we really like the 6-seater, but I think it's a really great car. But right now the prices of the Model X are just unbelievable. So it may not, I mean, if you really like, or if you have certain features that the Rivian have and you don't mind paying more, then it's a pretty good car. But that's the closest competitor in my opinion at the time of the recording of this video. So currently, if you are in the market for a Model X and the prices are still what they are, where it starts at $79,000 and the Plaid at $89,000, and you are just like us who want to get the 6-seater and you're looking at the long range, get the Plaid. Even if you do not need the speed or the performance or the tri-motor or anything, if you get the long range and opt for a 6-seater, I believe it's a $6,500 upcharge, and the Plaid is $10,000. So all you have to do is add another, what, $3,500, and not only do you get the 6-seater, but you get the tri-motor, you get the Plaid, yeah, all that stuff. So I think in terms of just the price difference, it might be best if you're looking at long range with 6-seater configuration to consider the Plaid. That's really about it on this video. I mean, I have a lot of videos already, and I've mentioned a lot of these informations before. The seats have held up fine. We're close to 14,000 miles. I mean, there's the yoke steering wheel hasn't started peeling. Still on the same set of tires. The alignment's fine. I mean, that could vary on the roads that you drive, and I don't really punch it a lot. So the thread wear is still good. So based on the charge stats that I've gathered from the app, in 2022, kilowatt hour charged is 1,529 with a cost of $500. In 2023, kilowatt hour charged is 4,228 kilowatt hours with a cost of 1,396. Now, before I surrendered the car, total miles driven is 14,153. Total energy used is 4,652 kilowatt hours, and watt hour per mile is 329. So there is a difference between total energy used, which is actual usage, versus what is determined by the charge cost. So there is a difference of about 1,100 kilowatt hours, and you're probably going to be wondering, like, why is there a difference? So pretty much the difference is probably due to the usage of air conditioning, due to the usage of Sentry mode, and due to the unused energy that was stored in the car. Now I have a table that compares miles per gallon. So I calculated 15 miles per gallon, 20, 25, and 30. I didn't do any other miles per gallon because this is just based on the size of the Model X. Find me a 6-seater vehicle that will do better than 30 miles per gallon, and we can calculate that as well. And cost per gallon, I started with $3.99 all the way to $6.49 because in California, gas prices are insane. If we were to look at $3.99 at 15 miles per gallon, you still save roughly 50% because it costs $1,896 to charge 5,757 kilowatt hours worth of energy. To calculate total cost, I took total miles driven divided by miles per gallon and multiplied by cost per gallon. So let me know if I've made a mistake on these calculations, but pause the video if you want to check out the data. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, please like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you want to check out the buyback video, you could also check that out as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.